Ignition sequence starts. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Liftoff. We have a liftoff.
Hey everybody, this is the Digital Asset Investor, and I'm going to do something today that I don't think I've ever done on the channel. I was just watching Bitcoin Ben, who is a Bitcoin Litecoin guy, before I started this video, and I did an actual screen record. He starts talking about Ripple, and I just wanted to show you, I mean, you're starting to see all of these people that are Bitcoin people, you're starting to see them finally realize what we've all been talking about Ripple and XRP for the last 1.5 years. And I want you to listen to what he talks about. I recorded about 3 minutes of where he's talking about Ripple and XRP. They're finally getting it. We've been right all along, folks, and I'm going to drop it right here, and then I'll pick back up.
The new year that Ripple announces that they are no longer issuing any currency, any XRP into the open market. No, because they know what's coming. They know, they knew, right? I did see one comment from, it looks like Twitter. They announced it way ahead, right? They announced it at Swell that they were going to quit selling into the market. That's basically the largest over-the-counter for XRP announced they were no longer selling XRP, and that anybody who wanted XRP in large amounts would have to go to the open market. Now, love or hate XRP, it doesn't matter. The fact that they have actually built a community of banks that now are using and planning on using the Ripple technology inside their banks. As more accounts in their bank, as their reserves are needed, right? As their reserves are needed, they're going to have to buy off the open market. That is going to push XRP up. And Ripple knew it. They knew that Bitcoin would be jumping up. Remember, these are rich people. They talk to each other, right? The Ripple team was at the what the hell was it called? Davos? Yeah, Davos, or is it Davos? Davos or Davos? I don't know how you pronounce it, but they're having meetings with these global bankers. They're lining up Ripple to be for the global bankers. Then Ripple announces that they're not selling any more coins out into the market. They did that on purpose because they knew they had to get XRP volume-wise up to keep up with Bitcoin. All right, and that is what's going to go on for the next 3 to 4 months. You're going to see Ripple, Litecoin, and Bitcoin track each other. They're going to go up, and also other coins too, Ethereum.
Okay, here we go. This is CoinMarketCap you're looking at, and this is we've got the market last night while we were sleeping, I guess, took off. We're at 286 billion. You're starting to see, I believe, what you're going to be looking at in 2020, which is a market surge. But the important thing, and the very important thing, is that Bitcoin crossed 10,000. it crossed 10,000, and it did it last night sometime. And I think it pulled back, and then it went right back over 10,000. But this number is important because this number is what gives all the financial media their headline. That $10,000 number, that's the number they want. We also had XRP go back over 28 cents. Let's see what it's looking like right now. It's right at the 28 cents, but XRP's been going up, and then if it pulls back, it doesn't pull back significantly, just a little bit. It kind of sits there, and then it's taking back off again slowly but surely. I think we're in for some interesting things as the days go forward. All right, and then we've got this. So I'm starting to see the shift on social media as well. Everybody's turning bullish. This is from Anthony Pompliano. Bitcoin just hit 10,000. I still think that Bitcoin will hit 100,000 by the end of December 2021. Fixed supply, increasing demand. Time will tell. Then we've got a guy who's not normally like this, but he said, Stephen Bull from the dip says, official, we are in a bull market. Big bull from the dip. So he's declaring it. Leonidas added an event to xrparcade.com, which is his website. Event added on XRP Arcade. Monica, he says Money Long. You can tell what Leonidas is thinking about. He met Monica Long to speak at the Experimental Marketing Summit EMS 2020 in Chicago on May 13th, bringing your conference theme to life, a fireside chat with Ripple. And then there's this XRP Platypus at J Skyway. Did I say at J Skyway sent me this? This is a tweet yesterday from CNBC. This article sounded familiar to me, like it had been written before. The majority of Bitcoin trading is a hoax. So I clicked on it, and it turns out the article is an old article. So I tweeted this out. It's not a coincidence that CNBC chose to tweet out an anti-Bitcoin article from Friday, March 22nd, 2019, in the middle of a surge in crypto when their stock market is on the brink of collapse. And in parentheses, while they have completely ignored the crypto surge so far, which they have. XRP Bart at XRP Bart is showing us the volumes again. Liquidity index for coins.ph. Looks like day progress 54%. Today so far 4.7 million. All-time high 4.7 million. So you can see these volumes, they just keep setting records. And so we keep covering it. Now, I tweeted this out yesterday, and I don't think I talked about it yesterday, but I tweeted this out yesterday. I wanted to tell you the story. 2020 is our year. We've been laughed at for years now. I was at a party last night, and everyone, and I do mean everyone, was asking how to buy XRP. True story. I had to go through the whole, go to Coinbase, do this, with several people at a party the other night. I said, now I know how Gilbert felt like. I'm a nerd, and I'm pretty proud of it. And I was referencing one of my favorite movies growing up, folks, and many of you probably saw it too. One of my favorite movies growing up was Revenge of the Nerds. And this is the scene at the end is where this character Gilbert, he's saying, all these people have treated us bad and everything. And that's the first thing that came to my mind is how bad we've all been treated just because we're kind of nerds and showed up to this party when nobody else was paying attention. But it's good to be a nerd. Now, here's where this story gets really funny. After I tweeted this, and I don't know, I think you may have already done it. I don't know. But after I tweeted this, our old friend, XRP Productions, who does he does the Coil Parody blog as well. He did what I think is one of the most epic moves ever in the XRP community. Since I was joking around about us being nerds and all, well, us being nerds, who would be the head nerd if if I'm a nerd and I'm admitting I'm a nerd, then David Schwartz would be the lead nerd because he's literally probably the smartest person I've ever spoken to. And so anyway, XRP Productions apparently, I'm assuming paid, those apps, Cameo, where you can go and pay a celebrity to give you a shout out or give a shout out to someone Well, apparently he went to Cameo and did this. This is Ogre from Revenge of the Nerds. And this made my day yesterday when I saw this because I was such a fan of Revenge of the Nerds growing up. Listen to what Ogre says here. It's so classic.
So, the big T. On Gib here. Ogre from Revenge of the Nerds. I understand you're a nerd. Hey, listen. I was told and forced to apologize to you for the XRP community terrorizing you in college, which is not nice. I never terrorized anyone. Well, I did. But now I'm a nerd, so it's all good. Hey, listen. Sounds like you're a great dude, and I'm very proud of you, as they should be. And you keep up the good work, and hopefully I can talk to you soon, brother. Be good. Bye.
So that is pretty awesome for those of us in my generation. Revenge of the Nerds was such a classic, maybe a cult classic. I don't know, but to hear that in his voice, he's basically, my understanding, he's apologizing to David Schwartz if he picked on him in college. So because that's what the movie, by the way, is about. It's a bunch of nerds that get picked on by the jocks and all that. So hilarious clip, and go give XRP. I mean XRP, the Standard Productions, has been doing awesome. Go give him a subscribe. Okay, and then there's this from XRP Crypto Wolf. Paying attention to simple little things that most men neglect makes a few men rich. And that's a Henry Ford quote. It really makes you wonder why so many people in the crypto space always neglect Ripple and XRP. It sounds like deep down they fear XRP's true potential to dethrone Bitcoin. You better believe they do. And then Stephen from the Bull D app, I went and found this. Yesterday I did that video where I was showing you videos from the past about Ripple. This right here is the first Ripple commercial that they ever put up, and he put this out a long time ago. Back in 2018, he had put this up. Many of you probably never seen this. To me, it's fascinating to do these little flashbacks. Watch this.
The world makes 500 billion electronic payments every year.
Well, let me do a refresh. That is not going through right. Let me do a refresh here.
The world makes 500 billion electronic payments every year that take 36 trillion hours to process and cost people tens of billions of fees. Money uses old, inefficient technologies that are slow and expensive and run on disconnected networks. The internet has made the world a faster, more connected place, but payments have not kept up. It's time for money to evolve. Introducing Ripple, a new global payment network that does for money what the internet did for information. With Ripple, payments as easy as email. You can send currency of any kind to anyone in the world in seconds for next to nothing. Creates new businesses, helps existing businesses grow, supports powerful applications, gives people control of their money, and makes the global economy accessible to billions of people without access to banks and financial institutions. The future of money is going to be a smarter, faster, more efficient and prosperous place for everyone. Come join the growing Ripple community and help build a network that transform the way the world does business.
I thought that was awesome, and this is an awesome note he put in here. In 2014, when this commercial was made, XRP was below pennies, $0.004, and Bitcoin was around $500. That's an amazing thing when you think about it. Mike Preston sent me this. A couple of things. First thing, 2 days ago on 2/6, Cooperative Entertainment Inc. dismissed their own patent infringement lawsuit against Ripple with prejudice permanently. Seems like a settlement to me. The only case still outstanding is the securities lawsuit. So I just wanted to bring that to your attention. Now, I wanted to make a point about William Shatner. I've made this point on this channel before. This is a picture. He pops up right beside Justin Sun of Tron. So you better go ahead and write down that Justin Sun must be hiring him to do some marketing. I told you on this channel over a year and a half ago that when you see William Shatner show up to the party, you will know that this thing's going down. Because William Shatner is a marketing machine. This guy always shows up when the real market, when a real movement comes, because he smells the money. So we're seeing him here with Justin's son. This is a tweet from yesterday. Now, look, William Shatner gets in on all of it. This was back during the dot-com bubble. He became the spokesperson for Priceline. And then he was doing his thing back. This is William Shatner before Priceline. This is back, anybody remember the Commodore 64? Well, he was back doing advertising for them back then. And now he sees crypto and he smells the money. He knows what's coming. That's why it's significant. And it's also significant that I'm not going to play the eToro commercial, but we all have seen Alec Baldwin has come to the party. I'll show you just the intro anyway.
Yes. You're too busy to watch this ad.
Let me refresh that for you so you can see him in motion.
Let me guess. You're too busy to watch this ad. Just like you were too busy.
Anyway, they're coming, and it's not. I don't think it's a coincidence that they're coming in 2020. All of a sudden. Okay. The crypto utility guy sent me this. This is just an embarrassing tweet, so I wanted to show it to you. Weiss crypto ratings, Bitcoin upgrade. The Weiss crypto rating for Bitcoin is now A-. Excellent. Thanks to improving fundamentals and positive price action ahead of Bitcoin's next halving. In other words, they're now seeing the price start to increase on Bitcoin, and so now they're going to give it a positive rating. What a joke. Moving along. And this is another awesome video that I just dug back up and found. This is from Real XRP Boy. It's a must watch, so I'm going to show it to you.
Yeah, I guess stepping way back, I mean, I'm kind of the view of these digital currencies will supplement the global economy. None of them are going to replace fiat currencies. There's too much interest. Every country needs its own currency. All kinds of good economic reasons, including being inflationary generally. So paying taxes. So I think of these things in terms of kind of like being the Singapore dollar or the Swiss franc of the world. That would be incredibly successful and would be constructive for the world. They just help lubricate the movement of other things of value, whether they be fiat or they be gaming assets or stock, anything, right? So they are supplemental. They don't replace. Within, how to categorize them. Libra is obviously a stable coin. Generally, I'm not super excited about stable coins. I kind of don't get it. Why? Why not just use fiat then? It's just going to be backed by fiat, and then you got the counterparty who has to maintain it. I just don't get it. I think it's a trend. Anyway, you don't have to worry about volatility that much to use a lot of digital assets. So, for example, in cross-border payment, a bank that's using a digital asset to lower how much liquidity is needed in the system. It's a big part of what they solve, right? Trillions of dollars of liquidity tied up just because payments take so long. It's hard to really settle them in fiat. A really efficient digital asset's way more efficient. And then a bank, instead of having to use a correspondent or having to have money, a Danish bank would have to have money in every market they serve. Using digital assets, they only have to hold the kroner. They don't even have to own the digital asset. They're going to get it on demand from an exchange. If it's a fast enough digital asset, XRP is 3 seconds to settle. You're out of it in 3 seconds. That's actually lower volatility than the U.S. dollar that takes days to settle. So stablecoins, what they're trying to create isn't really a problem that needs solving. I'd put a big separation on the proof of work coins because I just think, with climate change, those are kind of unacceptable methods when you have to chew that kind of electricity up just to confirm a transaction, which.
So,
yeah,
Larsen he doesn't get stable coins, and I never have really gotten them either, other than maybe if you're just the only way I get stable coins is if I'm selling out of my investment that I want to appreciate in value to sit in something stable until I get it into my fiat. That's the only thing about. But why not? You can do that with fiat. That's what I don't really understand. I wanted to finish this video up by reminding you that the Ledger people, this is in the description of all my videos. If you buy Ledger Nano X until Valentine's Day, they're giving you a free Ledger Nano S. So Go check that out if you're needing one of those to store your digital assets safely offline. I use several of them myself. I'm the digital asset investor. I'm not an investment advisor. This is for entertainment purposes only. Please subscribe and hit the like button and tell your friends and family that you can get a free Ledger Nano S until Valentine's Day. Thanks for listening.